If the government hoped the Owen Paterson affair could be swept away along with the autumn leaves, recent headlines proof that this crisis is only getting deeper for the Tories, with an uncomfortable spotlight being shone on sleaze every passing day. The Prime Minister himself decided not to attend today's emergency debate on standards after last week's botched attempt to rewrite the rules to save Mr Paterson from suspension. He found a pressing engagement 300 miles away.
So will you apologise for the way you dealt with the Owen Paterson and parliamentary standards affair last week?
So what we've got to make sure is that we take all this very, very seriously and that we get it right. And there's a debate today. Unfortunately, I can't be there because I have a long-standing engagement up here.
To be clear, Prime Minister, you're not going to apologise for the way you acted last week?
Look, I think it's very important that we get this right, and we are going to make every effort to get it right, and we are going to hold MPs to account.
His absence provoked anger in the Commons.
He does not even have the decency to come here either to defend what he did or to apologise for his actions.
Where is he?
Rather than repairing the damage that he's done, the Prime Minister is running scared. When required to lead, he's chosen to hide.
Half-empty Tory benches showed much of the party couldn't stomach the debate either. Discomfort written across the faces of those who did.
I would like first and foremost to express my regret and that of my ministerial colleagues over the mistake made last week. We recognise that there are concerns across the House over the standards system.
While there were few Tories prepared to defend the government's handling of the issue, there were those, on the other hand, who stood up for the process that found Owen Paterson guilty of lobbying.
I am a proud member of the 2019 intake that came to this House determined to deliver a better politics for my constituents. I want a free and fair standards process that allows me to look my constituents in the eye and say, no, we are not all the same.
Even though Mr Paterson has now resigned, the repercussions of the affair are reverberating through politics. Labour are demanding an investigation into how Randox, one of the companies employing Owen Paterson, came to be awarded COVID contracts of almost £600 million. Separately, the SNP have asked the police to look at allegations that Tory donors are being rewarded with seats in the House of Lords. And Boris Johnson has his own problems to deal with, renewed questions being asked over the refurbishment of his Downing Street flat and his holiday at a Marbella villa owned by the Tory minister, Zac Goldsmith. There will now be a by-election in Mr Paterson's constituency, some voters there today sounding a warning for the Tories.
I'm certainly very disillusioned with Boris Johnson. I don't think he's treating Parliament in the way it deserves to be treated.
Most of them are corrupt. And that's the problem. No one trusts any of them.
Whether it's right or wrong, everybody in every aspect of life does things that are a little bit questionable.
The Speaker, who's called the episode a dark day for politics, has urged MPs to find cross-party agreement on how to reform the standards process. The only consensus so far is anger at the mess politicians find themselves in. Romilly Weeks, News at 10.